Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic characters within the franchise, Darth Vader, and more specifically, we're going to cover 10 of the coolest facts about his suit. So let's get into it. Coming in at fact number 1, it's old technology. Vader's suit actually housed outdated and obsolete technology, and it was actually intended to be this way. It created unbearable amounts of pain exacerbated through the penetration of thousands of microneedles against his itching synthetic skin grafts. These microneedles would track data and provide medicine, but would cause him to live in agony, which kept him awake when trying to sleep. This anger, pain and suffering all fed in to keeping him in tune with the dark side. The more uncomfortable he was, the stronger in the dark side he was. To get temporary respite from the torture of his suit, Vader had several meditation chambers and bacta tanks where he could remove his mask and suit and still survive. Coming in at fact number 2 was Vader's wide array of lenses. The lenses in his face mask provided him with useful data and a heads-up display that complemented his incredible connection to the Force. In addition to this, he could change lenses at the touch of a button to better suit different environments. He could use them to see in the dark with his night vision, switch to thermal to find and track targets, and he also had an array of lens colours to suit bright, normal and dim lights. Coming in at fact number 3 was Vader's heavy shoulder armour. Vader's shoulder armour were incredibly heavy and significantly reduced his range of motion. So much so that Vader couldn't actually lift his arms above his head. This left him vulnerable to top-down attack, ironically when someone had the high ground. This was one of the many minor weaknesses that Palpatine built into his suit so that his power and potential to overthrow Palpatine would be reduced. Coming in at fact number 4 was Vader's Mandalorian gloves. Darth Vader's right-hand glove was actually a repurposed Mandalorian gauntlet known as a Crush Gauntlet. These were constructed from a reactive fabric that exponentially enhanced Vader's grip strength. The palm of Vader's Crush Gauntlet was made from Beskar, meaning that he could catch a lightsaber blade, or as we see in Empire Strikes Back, block Han Solo's blaster bolt. Coming in at number 5 is Vader's magnetic boots. Vader's boots featured magnetic clamps that could magnetically adhere the suit to metallic surfaces. These could be turned on and off in order to allow him to move each foot independently and easier. The clamps were incredibly powerful to support his great weight. These metallic boots were also armoured to the point that they were able to withstand glancing blows from lightsabers and blasters, meaning that the clamps would not be compromised if they were hit. Coming in at number 6, and perhaps my favourite, is Vader's inhuman strength. Vader's suit provided him with inhuman levels of strength. Coupled with his cybernetic limbs, Vader was truly an unstoppable force. Vader could actually manipulate the cybernetics within his limbs and suit, forced to give him even greater strength, allowing him to break and lift incredibly heavy and strong objects. If there were anything were to fall on him, like we see in his duel with Kenobi, the likelihood was that he would be okay, as his vital organs was protected by the suit, and his incredible strength meant that he could lift or even throw it off himself. Coming in at number 7 is Vader's need for food and nutrients. As Vader's throat and mouth were so badly burned on Mustafar, combined with the fact that he could not remove his helmet for prolonged periods, Vader's suit contained a calorie-dense nutrient paste that would sustain his body. Initially, this was delivered through a straw in his mask, but later his suit was upgraded to deliver the paste through feeding tubes. Despite being highly nutritious, this paste tasted terrible. In his meditation chambers, Vader could actually eat small amounts of pureed and soft food, however, this caused him great pain and the majority of calories was consumed through this nutrient paste. Coming in at a stinky number 8 is the digestive system. So the question that everyone wants to know the answer to, how does Vader poop in the suit? Whilst Vader's digestive system was near enough fully functioning, clearly it would be impossible to remove his suit every time he needs to use a toilet. Built into his suit was a compartment that could recycle liquid and solid waste. Of note here is the word recycle. Essentially, whenever Vader digested the nutrition paste, the poop in the digestive system was pulled into the recycling compartment and was then used to further supply nutrients into his body, whilst filtering out any toxins, meaning that Vader would not have to go through the dangerous process of removing his suit every time he needed the toilet. Coming in at number 9 is his chest plate and belt. Notice all of those buttons and lights on Vader's chest? That's not just for show. Vader's chest plate and belt served as a vital part of his suit. The buttons and screens controlled his life support system, and allowed him to manually or automatically administer medicines. The screens provided detail on his vital systems that could be monitored by himself and his maintenance teams. It also helped to regulate the temperatures of his suit so that he could operate it in extremely hot and extremely cold environments. His breathing apparatus could also be switched off using the controls, which for short periods meant that he would act stealthily without giving away his position through his loud breathing. And then finally, fact number 10, and perhaps the most pertinent, was his weakness to Force lightning. Vader's suit was purposely designed to have several vulnerabilities. We've already covered the fact it was designed with obsolete technology and that he couldn't lift his shoulders above his head. However, Palpatine also purposely built in a weakness to Force lightning. The suit was extremely conductive to electricity. Immediately after being encased in his suit after Mustafar, Vader lashed out in anger by using the Force upon learning about the death of Padme, hurling Palpatine against the wall. Palpatine brought Vader to his knees by coursing Force lightning through him and warning him that if he ever touched him with the Force again, then he would kill him. From that point, Vader knew how susceptible he was to Force lightning. This is seen most notably when Vader saves Luke by throwing Palpatine down the reactor shaft. The Force lightning strikes his life support and breathing apparatus, ultimately causing Vader to sacrifice himself and die for Luke. So there you have it, 10 quick facts about Vader's suit, from its strengths to its weaknesses to its downright absurdities. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.